This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
It's Bob here. I got a question.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang. Yes. Boy, that is good news.
It is the first day of July, 2025. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. First day of July. What are you talking about? Wow, summer is officially here. Let's get her started. Here's Tim Hawkins comedy on the Power Trip on a Tuesday. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
I had a friend call me not too long ago. He said, dude, I'm getting married. I want you to sing at my wedding. I'm like, okay, I'd be honored. When are you getting married? He goes, in 2 weeks. I'm like, well, thanks for the heads up. I said, okay, when do you want me to sing to the wedding? He goes, well, when the bride's walking down the aisle. I want you to sing then. I said, okay, well, what do you want me to sing? He goes, you pick. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Half of me's going, no way. The other half of me's like, I can make this a wedding no one's ever going to forget. What's love got to do? Got to do. That wouldn't be very appropriate. Heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another. You've been messing around. That wouldn't be good at all. She's my best friend's girl, but she used to be mine. That would not. Might lose a friend over that one. Oh, there's worse. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. You can't always get what you want, but you can try sometimes. You might find you get what you need.
It is July. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show. It's 5:32 in the morning. My name's Corey. That's Chris. That's Paul. Good morning, guys. We did make it to July, Chris. You were correct. It feels hotter than hell. The year is flying by. Time is a bitch. Good morning.
Yep. Hey, my son's 6 months old. It's we have football now until February. It's all great. Preseason football, Hawk, 30 days from today.
Yeah, man. That's right. That's right. That's right.
It's going to be great.
Yep. Here we are, man. Here we are. Here we are.
When do most people stop keeping track of the months? Really, when they hit 2, maybe? Because sometimes you'll hear, like, my kid's 18 months old.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Maybe 2 is
probably correct.
That's about when people stop mentioning months.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I would bet it's, because it'd be weird to say, like, my son's 28 months old.
I don't think anybody does that.
You go, you mean he's like 2?
That's a lot of math, too.
Yeah, it's too much math. Way too much math.
But at that point, the point of Louis' life, every month is a gigantic change, right?
Oh, yeah.
Once you get to 2, they're pretty much the same until they're 20.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm 648 months old.
Brilliant.
That was good math.
Top of my head.
Sure.
My wife always posts on Instagram a picture of him every 30th of the month, right? And the difference between him at 6 months and 1 month is unbelievable. He looks like a little man now.
Right.
Before, at 1 month, it's like, it's a person. You're like, okay, cool. Now he looks like a human. It's weird.
You know what else is depressing? The 4,000 week theory that you get about 4,000 weeks in your life. Think how many weeks we've wasted on this show where you look back and you go, what'd you do this week? I don't know. Well, there goes one.
Yeah.
3,999 left.
Yeah.
You get about 4,000 weeks. Does that sound like a lot to you or a little? Because
sounds like a little.
That sounds like a little.
Yeah.
Sounds like too many.
Looks like it's over.
Oh, Bonus isn't even here yet.
Yep. He'll be here soon.
Only about 4,000. Give or take. That puts you at about 80, I think.
Oof. I ate something wrong yesterday, boy.
What'd you eat?
I don't know. Something is burbling in your boy today.
Oh boy. Sorry, Daddy.
Thank you.
Well, nobody's in there yet.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know.
How many times a day do you eat?
About once now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ate about 6.
You eat about sex?
6.
Not what I hear.
I eat about depression and mistakes. Yeah. So you eat about sex.
I ate about 6 times.
It's just me, or is it 1,000 degrees in here?
It was 1,000 degrees.
It says 70 on the thermostat. I ain't buying it. It feels like 78 in here.
It was 1,000. It's 1,000 degrees even before Hawk turns up all the heat in that studio. It's warm over there.
I'm sorry. I get cold.
I know. But yeah, even without that, it's freezing.
What's your thermostat at your home? At Christopher?
Oh, me?
Over 70?
It depends on the day. I usually keep it right at about 70. Yeah. But that's okay,
Yeah, anything more than that. If I come over to your house, and obviously I don't go to anybody's houses, why would I go?
You're not invited.
But if somebody has their house at like 75 degrees, that's the last time I go to that house.
Why would anybody, even in the winter, have it at 75?
My dad the other day, I was talking to my dad. My dad's like, yeah, my house is about 77 degrees. I go, what? And again, he's older than hell, right? He's trying to stay warm. He's like, I'm comfortable. I'm like, I am never coming back to your house. What is wrong with
77?
you?
77.
He goes, I freeze at your house. I'm like, well, Jesus Christ.
I do too. I wear a blanket when I go over there.
77 though. Why even have a system?
No.
That's just the windows are open.
Right. That's too hot.
What's your house in the winter at? 3?
Yeah, right. Right.
Get an HVAC system.
Right.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
Come on, little buddy.
Yeah, come on, little buddy. Roll over, buddy. Great bit. Supposed to be 90 degrees on Friday. Hideous.
Yeah.
And
Too
stormy.
hot, Hogs. Too hot.
I know. It'll be great. It'll be great. Is it supposed to be stormy on
I think so.
I think it's supposed to, as of right
is it
now,
overnight, though?
It's just stormy on Saturday, it says. The 4th looks 90 degrees and sunny all day. It's going to rain sometime Saturday. Rained yesterday, though. It rains all the time. Yeah.
Once in a while it does, yes.
Yeah. It's been raining a lot, though, man. A lot.
Hey, happy Bobby Bonilla Day to all that celebrate. Today's another day. If you grew up with Bobby Bonilla or not personally, just grew up with him in your,
in your
zeitgeist. He's out there.
Yeah.
Today is the day where the Mets have to pay him $1.19 million.
Obscene.
Is that for real? That's a real thing?
Till 2035.
Till 2035. And what I forgot about is, do you know why they deferred it? This is how ridiculous sports were 25 years ago and how much it's changed. They opted to defer his buyout. It was something like $5.9 million. But instead of just giving him the $6 million, they said, let's just spread it out over 25 years with interest. Well, over 25 years with interest, it's $1.19 million a year. So they're going to end up paying him $25 million plus when they could have just paid him the $6 in 2000 and moved on. But they wanted to defer it.
That was back to like what we talked about yesterday with credit cards. Just pay with cash. Get it over with.
Get the 5.9 over with.
Yep. Somebody's like, why do we keep paying? Why do I keep writing this check? And the guy that owns the Mets now probably doesn't care because $1.9 million to him, $1.1 million to him is nothing. But still, that's an annoying check to write every July 1st.
That was a dramatic sip.
Yeah, well, I got to get all my coffee in before Bonus actually brings me the good stuff.
Do you think he's coming in for sure?
Yeah, he said he was yesterday.
Oh, did he text yesterday?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
He asked if you wanted coffee.
Did I?
No, I don't think you responded, but he assumed that the answer is yes.
Coffee if you can. Put some Pepto in it.
That'll do good for your stomach.
Oh, man, coffee and Pepto.
Oh, God. That'll rip right through you.
Ask for sex and candy.
God, great. Awful song.
Great awful.
Song.
I like that song, too.
No, terrible. I thought it was the Tommy bit. The Reese's Pieces Buttercup. I thought that maybe that was it. But then when I realized it was
Coffee and Pepto.
Yeah, Sex and Candy. Terrible song.
It's a great song.
Nah.
What are you talking about?
I've never liked that song.
I hope they're listening.
Like that song. They're from Marcy Playground.
I hope they're somewhere in the Twin Cities listening, and they know that you hate it.
That doesn't mean they're bad guys. I just don't like their song.
No, it doesn't mean they're bad guys, but the one thing they're famous for you think is trash.
I just don't like it. But that's just my opinion, man. I can have that opinion.
You definitely
I learned
can.
that from you.
You definitely can.
Yeah.
I like that song.
Well, it's just fine.
Yep. I just want them to hear that.
What have you had more recently, sex or candy?
Why can't you have both? Why can't you go Costanza on it and have a pastrami sandwich while you're doing it?
That's a good point. That's not candy, though.
No, but you can bring food into the bedroom, like 9.5 weeks.
Is that with Hugh Grant?
That's 9 months.
No, I think.
I don't think Hugh Grant was in 9.5 weeks.
9 months with Steve Martin.
Nope. 9 months is Hugh Grant and Julianne Moore and Jeff Goldblum.
9.5 weeks is...
Let me show you my butthole.
Yep, that's part of it.
What?
That's
I
the...
should warn you, it's a little messy.
Ick.
Yeah, that's the key scene.
Yeah.
Late in the
Mickey
movie.
Rourke and Kim Basinger.
Rourke?
Hey, yeah, say those two actors and actresses again.
Mickey Rourke? Isn't that how you say it? Mickey Rourke?
Chris, should we just go home?
How do you say it?
If I don't, I might poop myself
Okay,
anyway.
so hang on.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Say the two names again. We're not going to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Mickey? Oh, that's poop.
I promised him we wouldn't interrupt him.
That's poop.
Try it again. Who are the two actors in 9.5 weeks?
Mickey Rourke? It's Rourke. That's how I was. Rourke? Isn't that how you say it? How do you say it? God. I don't know how to say it. I always thought it was Mickey Rourke and Kim Basinger.
Man, you're fascinating.
Rourke.
How do you say it?
Rourke.
The right way.
Isn't that
No,
like
I don't know. How do you say it? I'm
like
asking
an ink
politely.
splash? Isn't that a Rourke?
Yeah, a Rourke test.
Well, how do you
From
say
Watchmen.
it? How do you say it?
The right way. Left to right.
I don't know how then.
We noticed. That's all right. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I say it both ways. That's how I say it. I
Yeah,
pronounce
you
it
can
both
do that.
ways.
You can get away with that.
I don't know how you say it, though.
I know. We all heard.
But I'm asking, how?
Rourke? Rourke? I think it's
That's
Rourke.
not Rourke?
Rourke?
You just don't have any talent.
Oh, that's probably true.
Rourke.
Rourke? Rourke?
Just Rourke.
Yeah, just pretend it's just Rourke.
So Rourke?
Nailed it.
That's how you say it? I never knew that. Mickey Rourke?
Rourke.
Rourke?
Yep.
Rourke. As
Okay,
in
got
Rourke.
it.
Like,
Thank you.
Like ROAR. Rourke.
Rourke. Rourke. Mickey Rourke.
You literally sound like a caveman trying to discover the
Well, you sound
English
like somebody.
language.
Oh, never mind.
No, finish that,
No,
please.
that'll get me fired. I was going to say you sound like somebody who loves Navy men on a boat. Mickey Rourke.
Nailed it.
Okay, cool.
Got it.
Is it any good?
Never saw it.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch a movie with Mickey Rourke.
I never saw it. I just know it's the movie that's about basically getting it on and involving food.
Oh.
That was always the joke about that movie. I just never saw it. I don't know.
Did you see 9 months?
1,000 times. It's terrible. Yep.
Let me guess. It was on USA all the
A lot,
time?
yep.
Yeah.
So Hugh Grant, Julianne Moore,
It's terrible?
Jeff Goldblum. It's not good.
Yeah, it's great.
I bet the Rotten Tomatoes score is like 20.
Okay. Let me find out. One of us. It is.
Just moronic commentary and stupid sound effects, and it's just dumb. It doesn't make any sense.
Pretty much sums it up.
It's 27%.
Yep, that's a little generous.
Hey, did either of you guys see the new Wes Anderson movie?
No.
I didn't either. What? It's an honest question.
It is fun. I think Chris and I are currently just sitting back and watching this happen.
Well, I'm just asking a question.
I know. It's interesting.
Can I ask another question?
That would be great.
Do you guys find it weird? I find it weird. And I don't know anything about anything, right? I don't know anything about how the NHL works, how the insides of the NHL work, how the salary cap works.
How to pronounce Mickey's last name.
But, like, all we heard for, 3 years is they're going to, get rid of all that money with Parisi and Suter, and then it's off to the races. They added a guy yesterday who's basically a salary dump. What happened to, adding, somebody who could make a difference? That's my question. That's it. That's all I wanted to know.
You're asking us?
I'm just asking the population, the people that are listening. And I got a couple people yesterday were like, what do you want, another Kirk Cousins contract? It's like, well, but at least the Vikings tried. At least they spend money. It's just weird that all we heard was, this is it. Once we get past this, we could make moves, we can make trades. And they had somebody who's 4 years past their prime. I just don't get it. As we watch all these other teams add everybody. That's it. Just an observation. I don't get it. I would have tweeted all that, but I can't. It'd be one run-on sentence.
It's a lot of words.
It's a lot of words, and nobody would care.
No, I think people would care.
I don't think anybody cares.
People are always on the lookout for you to mess things up.
Yeah, for Corey.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're my watchdogs.
People care a lot. I mean, you can't let somebody go through a whole day where they have nothing to point out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You got to give them something.
And you're off to a good start.
Yeah, give them a little something, won't you?
Sure.
I think you've already met your quota. I think you're in the clear now.
Yeah.
Now the rest of the day is just a free roll.
Yeah, man.
Now you can play loose.
Yeah.
Who brought us that first segment?
My amazing friends at Gutter Helmet, gutterhelmetmn.com. If you have a lot of rain and you have bad gutters, you're probably going to have to get up on a ladder and clean them. If you have Gutter Helmet, you don't have to worry about that. Never worry about your gutters. Never worry about clogged gutters. Gutterhelmetmn.com.
Johnny Bone should be here very shortly. Marnie Gellner later. This is a Tuesday on the Power 2 Morning Show on the Fan.
Who needs headphones when you have glasses? Ray-Ban Meta Glasses, where style meets cutting-edge tech. With discreet open-ear speakers and built-in microphones, you can play your favorite tunes.
Hey, Meta, play hip-hop music.
And tune in to the world around you. But listening is just the beginning, because you can stay in the moment while your phone stays in your pocket, as Meta AI provides answers to questions on the fly.
Hey, Meta, what's the weather tonight?
Tonight will be clear with temperatures ranging from 50
Capture and share moments.
Hey, Meta, post this video on Instagram.
You can even get Meta AI to make recommendations based on what you're looking at.
Hey, Meta, what can I make for dinner with what's in the fridge?
You can make a delicious spinach and chicken salad or add the baby spinach to pasta with some garlic shrimp.
Cool.
Ray-Ban Meta Glasses. Choose from a variety of classic Ray-Ban frames, all with Meta AI at meta.com/AI-glasses. And don't forget to say, hey, Meta, play iHeartRadio to enjoy your favorite radio stations, artists, and podcasts on the iHeart app.
Now a scene from Jaws.
Claire's mom just made me grab her Hooters.
Snap out of it. What, a hot older woman made you feel her cans? Stop crying like a little girl.
I wasn't crying like a little girl.
Why don't you try getting jacked off under the table in front of the whole damn family and have some real problems? Jackass. What were they like anyway? They look pretty good. Are they real? Are they built for speed or for comfort? What'd you do with them? Motorboat? You play the motorboat? You motorboating son of a bitch. You old sailor, you. Where is she? She's still in the house?
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
No, what's wrong with you?
No, what's wrong with you? You're projecting.
Drop it.
You drop it. You stop projecting on me. Why don't you go enjoy yourself while I go ice my balls and spit up blood?
Drop it!
Team player.
50-year anniversary of Jaws, and do you know that Richard Dreyfuss improv that entire scene?
I did. I read that. I read that this morning. I did. I read that this morning.
And Roy Scheider, of course, didn't know that was going to be the script, so he had to just play along and be like, "What's wrong with you?"
And I know. And he held the straight face the whole time.
He really did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Quint standing there behind them.
Yeah.
Just watching the whole thing happen was an incredible thing. Holding a painting, I believe.
Yeah, it was his art, though.
Yeah, right.
So he's going to keep it.
Incredible. Hi, Johnny Bones.
Johnny Bones.
Hi, kids. I can't believe you guys have never seen 9.5 Weeks.
Oh, man, it seems, based on the way you said that sentence, you've seen it multiple times.
I've only seen it once or twice, but in the late 80s, that was, for now, these days, that would be probably the tamest of tame, but it was, for the late 80s, there was a cross between MTV music video culture and straight up porn.
Right.
And it was great.
Mainstream.
Yes.
Right. A lot of mainstream nudity.
Greasy.
Yeah, it wasn't real mainstream, but yeah, it was.
What kind of foods are involved in that film?
So the scene, I don't remember that much of that film, but the scene I think you're talking about was a scene in front of a refrigerator. They don't take food into the bedroom. They are cooking or something, and they start tasting foods out of the refrigerator blindfolded.
Whoa.
And so there's lots of photogenic foods. I don't know, fruit and such, and honey, and probably some whipped cream.
Go on.
I'm just projecting
Chocolate
now.
syrup.
I'm just... Go ahead, Mr.
Caramel syrup, maybe some butterscotch.
Perhaps.
Paul, your hands up.
So is that what Hot Shots is making fun of?
Yes, that is what Hot Shots is making fun of.
Okay, makes
that
sense
is exactly
now.
right.
Okay, yeah.
That is the scene
Where
they
he,
are referencing.
He shoots the meatball and she does this bit. It's super fun. Hot Shots is genius.
That is what they're making fun of.
That makes sense now.
Shout out to Pat Proft.
Yeah, super funny. God, that movie's great.
John, let me ask the question. I was going to try to be vague, but let me just say it as bluntly as possible. Did you ever implement any of those plays from 9.5 Weeks?
Have I ever done anything sexual with food?
That is better than I worded it. Sure. That's a yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That would have been an immediate no if the answer was no.
Yeah. Early 90s, for sure.
Wow, it's been 30 years. Maybe it's time to go to London Byerly's and bring it back.
Yeah. Or go to Kowalski's. Rosie practically lives there.
Yeah, he'll show you where everything is.
Yeah, he practically lives there.
It was crazy.
What was crazy?
Not delicatessen food, though. No delicatessen food.
No, a lot of dessert foods, right?
I don't even know what one would do with delicatessen food. Do we have anybody here who would know what one would do with delicatessen foods?
What do you mean?
What did Hawk bang sandwich?
No.
Meat?
I thought Hawk would talk off mic about what one could do with delicatessen foods.
Oh, you're talking about your favorite restaurant.
Sorry, yeah.
I get it now.
Hawk's dealing with a stomach bug.
Yes, he is.
Right.
Did you bomb?
Did I bomb?
Do you believe you're going to crap your pants between now and 9 o'clock?
I think I got it.
Think you got it?
I think I got it. I think I got
Thank
it.
God.
That'd be great.
Is that a glory hole?
My God.
I sure hope not.
Sure hope
There's no glory going on here.
Baby.
Is that a glory hole?
Is that a glory hole?
Baby.
What's that from?
Doesn't it sound like, based on a lot of the stories he's told over the years, that if you had a whole bunch of food in the bedroom, that Tommy would pay more attention to the food?
Yeah.
And then forget about what's going on?
Oh, yeah.
Because he'd be so excited that Taco Bell showed up.
Yeah. Yeah. His $80 worth.
Right. That's what turns him on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He loved his dream day. If Tommy knew he had 24, let's say Tommy had 48 hours to live, one of those 24 hours would be going downtown, getting hammered, and then going to a hotel and ordering a bunch of food. That would be what he would do. That's my guess, anyway.
That's where he chooses to spend his last remaining hours, those last 2 hours.
Yeah.
He spends 46 hours getting his affairs in order and then spends the last
sitting in a hotel room eating Taco Bell.
Maybe.
Waiting for the big one.
Yeah, the big one.
Johnny Bones, my guess is you have a bunch of big-time 4th of July plans. You seem like a 4th of July person. What are you doing?
Taste of Minnesota is downtown for July 5th and July 6th. So that's a big free concert downtown.
Who's there this year?
Cheap Trick and Joan Jett on the 5th.
Oh, wow.
Ludacris on the 6th.
Oh,
I don't know who else. I know Nerdy is on the 6th as well. I don't know all the other ones that are there. So we're doing that on the 5th and the 6th, along with there's Twins games at 1 o'clock on both of those days. I think we'll probably be doing that.
Why do you even have a house? You're never there. You're like the anti-homeless person.
We have to have someplace to keep the dog. And then the 4th, the Twins have a 3 o'clock game, and that one they're doing some specials. Like they're trying to turn it into like a 4th of July party, so cheaper beers and hot dogs and that sort of thing.
Hey, how about make that permanent?
Yeah, correct.
Like what is it?
Then you can't make
is it the
special.
Falcons?
Yeah, the Falcons.
With Arthur Blank? Who's the one? Isn't that the one that does it?
Well, and
super
and
cheap
the
concessions.
Suns
The Suns do it too.
Well, the Colorado Rockies, who have the $3 Coors draft before the first pitch.
They need people there.
And then we've got maybe a pool party before that game, and we've got a rooftop party after that game, and then I think we're going to watch the fireworks from our deck.
All right, so...
Can I ask a question, Macho Man? I'm sorry about that.
Sorry, Mean Gene, I do have one more question. So basically what you're saying is I asked you what you're doing for the 4th, and what you just said is 4th of July weekend. You have more plans than I have for the rest of the year.
That is not even close to... that is absolutely accurate.
Yeah.
I will not go to any more parties the rest of the year than you're going to go to this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no chance.
Your social calendar in 3 days is more than my 365.
Speaking of which, Twins Daily's having a watch party night.
Of course it is.
What time will that be?
Beckett's in Uptown.
Do you have to wear a watch, or can...
The game starts at 5:40. You can sign up at twinsdailysocialclub.com.
Is this like a key party?
No.
Wait, it's actually called a social club?
We call it Twins Daily Social Club.
Oh man, we should do Power Trip Social Club and then just throw these parties and the 3 of us never show up.
Yeah.
Because we didn't think the event would ever take place, and then we backed out at the last second.
Power Trip Social Club would be us just sitting around looking at our phones.
Yeah. Or it would be Tommy and Marnie's show, and then those two would rip the rest of us for backing out at the last second.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll text and say I had a flat, or I got the run.
Yeah.
Like Marnie will tell you this in an hour or so, but we were in Abbott's office about a week ago, and she was seriously considering having a pool party soon and inviting the entire Power Trip Morning Show.
Yeah, she was
but
talking
it
about
sounded like she was going to balk because she was convinced Tommy would say yes, and no one else will, so it would essentially just be an entire day with Tommy Olsen partying at her house. I'm like, that would be fun, though, too.
Yes.
But just be prepared for, 14 no's and 1 yes, and that 1 yes being Tommy.
Sure.
She's like, I don't know.
You wouldn't go?
I don't know. I'm probably busy.
Huh? Oh.
Go ahead.
Hawk?
Yeah.
Would you go?
Yes.
There's no way
Let
he
me
shows.
speak for my client over there. He's busy then.
He's busy. What about you?
Probably
You
not.
got Louie.
Yeah, I can't. Louis
Can't.
Yeah.
Yep. Louis alive.
Louis up to something.
Yep. He's
the greatest excuse in human history.
Although, again, it's hard to use that excuse on people that know you're using it as an excuse.
Yeah, but I haven't used it on you guys.
No, because we'd go, you're just making that up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we would call your bluff.
Yeah, you always do, which I kind of appreciate that you keep me on my toes.
Well, because we've all been through that. We know how that card works.
But it's a great card to
I got
play.
Louis. It's like, well, didn't you just go to San Diego for 4 days without him? Yeah, pay no attention to that.
Yeah, no, never mind that. No. But when people like you don't know are like, hey, we're having, I'd go, can't, man.
Yeah.
Like,
He's not feeling
great.
great.
It's nap time.
Or, he's not feeling great.
There.
Yeah, he's dealing with something. I don't want to leave Kel with him by himself. Yeah, I can't do it. Sorry, man.
Yeah. We'd probably go. Kelly loves Marnes. I love Marnes. But we'd stay for like 15 minutes and then we'd pull a hockey.
Would you bring Louis?
We'd all. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd bring Louis. Yeah. Louis been in a pool.
Then I would even more so definitely go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd bring Louis.
I'll bring Louis.
Where were you guys before you went to Marnes, though?
No. I'm going to bring him home.
Oh. You guys going to make any stops?
I'm going to say, I got him. I'm good. Yeah. And then we will stop on the way home by the social club that Bonus is going to be at.
Yeah.
And then I'll text you and let you know that's where Louis is.
You're going to go. You're going
I'll be home.
to pull a hockey on a 6-month-old. Got to go, buddy.
Twins Social Club. I'm going to keep on dancing at the Twins
That's
Social
pretty good,
Club.
Pretty good.
That gal's she's a powerhouse. Chapel Roan is taking over that entire generation. They love her.
You dirty bitch!
Mickey's talking to you.
What is that from?
Probably no.
It's from, no,
Play it again.
Hold on, I'm looking to see if it says.
I know what it's from.
You dirty bitch!
It's from, I think, like an old. It's from an
like
old
his
movie.
tone.
I think from the 60s or the 70s. I could be wrong. I think it's Doris Day, and she like walks through this guy's flowers, and
No,
he comes
I think
out.
you're right. I think that.
Yeah,
I think
Dirty bitch!
and he's mad at her because she.
That's a
And then she
Doris
says,
Day movie.
"Is it Doris Day? Who's Doris Day?"
That made me ask myself, no. Do you think
Doris Day, dirty bitch.
What if I'm right?
It's going to be funnier if you are right, but
No way.
you dirty.
that's Doris Day?
No, that's not. That's not. But she's in the movie.
I'm gonna poop myself.
She walks over this guy's flowers, and he leans out and calls her a dirty bitch. And then he says something along the lines of, "Those are my peonies." And she looks up and says, "They're tulips, you idiot." Something like that. I've seen that clip 1,000 times.
I hope he's right.
Yeah, I think it's Doris Day.
My peonies?
Yeah. And then he says, "They're tulips, you idiot." She says something that isn't appropriate now, so I edited it. Like, I can't say, like, she calls him something inappropriate.
I'm watching.
Oh my God, I'm watching it. I think he's right.
I don't know what Doris Day looks like, but it definitely might be. It just sounded on paper it just sounded like Sauce was going to be dead wrong. John, do you know
What year is this movie?
It says the 60s.
Yeah,
You
it
can't be saying that in a 60s movie.
It looks like it. John, do you know what she looks like?
Doris Day?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, then tell me if this is her, because I don't know what she looks like. I just know the name.
I think he's right.
Hang on. That's just some random shirtless dude. Is that Doris Day?
I don't
Dirty
think
bitch.
so. I don't think that's. Oh, maybe it is.
See?
He's so mad about his flowers.
Listen to this entire scene. Hold on.
Marigold. Marigold.
You dirty bitch! Look what you've done to my peonies!
They're marigolds.
Good God, I think she's right. They are marigolds.
I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one.
I can't believe that was a movie in the 60s.
And that is the most stereotypical gay couple I've ever seen on film in my life. I don't think I mean, my goodness.
What year was this movie? I'm sorry.
The 20s?
No.
It's got to be the 60s or 70s. I don't know what film it is, but my God, that is Brill. I can't believe you're right, Saucy. And I laughed at you very hard.
Thank you.
And I still want to laugh.
I don't know if it. No, this can't be the name of the movie.
Yeah, I'm going to put in Doris Day Marigolds.
I don't think it's Doris Day. This can't be the name of the movie.
What is it?
I don't know.
Well, that movie just showed butt cheeks.
The Gay Deceivers, a 1969 film.
Is that it?
Yes.
That's not Doris Day, is it?
The Gay Deceivers?
That's right.
Terrible name.
Are you kidding me? That's the name of the film?
That's the name of it.
Oh, my God. Complications arise when two straight friends go all out in their scheme to avoid the draft by posing as homosexuals.
Gay Deceivers, 1969. Doris Day is not in it.
Okay. Then I was wrong.
I don't even know who that lady is, but
No.
I mean, she could have been Doris Day.
Oh, man.
Hi, Maxo.
It's Doris Day.
It looks a lot like her. I mean,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bonus.
It could be Brooke Bundy or Joanne Harris.
Yeah, I'm
Ted's sister.
Who is the dirty bitch? I don't know. She's
They're
very attractive,
marigolds.
The movie is called The Gay Deceivers.
It sure is.
I just saw Naked A-Word in the trailer for the film. whoever that lady is. She looks like the lady from You're Deceiving Me, Mrs. Johnson, or whatever the hell that movie is.
Mrs.
Are you trying
Robinson?
to seduce me, Mrs. Robinson? That's who the lady looks like, but it can't be her.
The Gay Deceivers came out July 2nd, 1969. Should we celebrate the anniversary tomorrow?
I think there's
I think
no
we should
way.
wait till Thursday.
Yeah, we should see if Tommy will come in early.
Front Page Sports is next. There's actually a billion things going on in sports. There's about 15 stories worth at least mentioning. Power Trip Morning Show back after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
You dirty bitch!
Who needs headphones when you have glasses? Ray-Ban Meta Glasses, where style meets cutting-edge tech. With discreet open-ear speakers and built-in microphones, you can play your favorite tunes.
Hey, Meta, play hip-hop music.
And tune in to the world around you. But listening is just the beginning, because you can stay in the moment while your phone stays in your pocket, as Meta AI provides answers to questions on the fly.
Hey, Meta, what's the weather tonight?
Tonight will be clear with temperatures ranging from 50
Capture and share moments.
Hey, Meta, post this video on Instagram.
You can even get Meta AI to make recommendations based on what you're looking at.
Hey, Meta, what can I make for dinner with what's in the fridge?
You can make a delicious spinach and chicken salad or add the baby spinach to pasta with some garlic shrimp.
Cool.
Ray-Ban Meta Glasses. Choose from a variety of classic Ray-Ban frames, all with Meta AI at meta.com/AI-glasses. And don't forget to say, hey, Meta, play iHeartRadio to enjoy your favorite radio stations, artists, and podcasts on the iHeart app.
Man, so we watched a clip of this movie, which we definitely need to celebrate tomorrow. This lady who apparently is a dirty bitch has a great butt on her. She's completely nude. Look at that. Not bad.
So you'll probably watch the rest of the movie today and report back on the anniversary tomorrow?
I probably will. I'll give you a full report.
That's great.
Does it involve a refrigerator full of food?
Separate, but yes.
Yes.
All right, we're running late, and there's actually a million things in sports to discuss. So let's talk about it. Front Page Sports.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, limited time, very limited time. I think it's almost over. Buy 3 Mountain Dews for $5. So you can mix and match any flavors you want. You can go to Holiday, get 3 Mountain Dews, those 20 ounces. 3 Mountain Dews for just $5. I will still say, and I know this is a repeat take, but again, whatever. This show's been on for like 25 years. We're running out of stuff to talk about. I still think one of the greatest promotions in the history of promotions was in the 1990s when Mountain Dew had the NCAA teams under the cap. Do you not remember this? I thought we've discussed this.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
We've discussed it a bunch of times.
A bunch of times, Saw. So, like, you could almost, if you tip the Mountain Dew 20-ouncer, you could almost sometimes see the team that was printed on the bottom of the cap. But if you flipped the cap and it was Duke, and then Duke won the NCAA tournament that year, you won some kind of, like, Mountain Dew prize pack.
Yeah, great.
Sometimes you would pull the cap off and it would just say, like, a free 20-ounce Mountain Dew, which was honestly your best chance, right? Just win free Mountain Dew.
San Antonio State.
Exactly. You'd be like, son of a bitch. So you were basically collecting Mountain Dew caps for an entire month or two. It was awesome.
Brilliant.
It made me go to the gas station in Chisago City about 5 times more often than I normally would bike there. And it may have been in February, so I might have walked in the snow. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, I don't remember the time of the year.
It meant something.
It makes sense that it was before the NCAA tournament, but you could have run that deal in the fall. I just said hold the caps until March. I don't remember when it ran. I just remember I would go to the gas station a ton to get those freaking caps. And I don't think I ever won. But who cares? It was fun.
Because there were 2 Duke ones.
Exactly.
2 North Carolina.
It was like the boardwalk version of McDonald's monopolies. Nobody got Duke.
Everybody had
Nobody
them.
got North Carolina. You got San Antonio, Texas State, or whatever you just said.
Yep.
All right, so lots going on in the world of sports with the NHL specifically and the NBA specifically. Let's start with the NBA. Nickeil Alexander-Walker headed to Atlanta in a sign and trade. 4 years, $62 million he gets from Atlanta. The Wolves, to facilitate that, get a 2027 second-round pick and cash. You know, like, when Jordan Addison was driving 1,000 miles an hour?
Yeah.
And then he said it was his dog that had an emergency.
I still think he was talking about one of his buddies.
And we never found out what was wrong with the dog or what was the eventual fate of the dog, right? We never got to the bottom of that because nobody in this town reports. Maybe the dog was shot.
Oh.
I have a similar take when it comes to and cash. Does anybody ever follow up and ask? Because when you hear a 2027 second round pick in cash in the NBA, would you guess that's $20,000? $200,000?
Johnny?
$1.2 million? Like, I have no idea what that means.
A crinkled up Benji?
Right.
Yeah.
What does that mean? A second round pick in cash. Would you have any guess of what that amount would be?
Nope.
I have no idea.
No.
Because no one's ever asked about past and cash transactions.
No.
Well, you can ask. It wouldn't matter.
Right.
They're not going to tell you.
Yeah, but I'm saying, wouldn't an agent know? Couldn't we ask an agent and say, hey, when you hear this kind of a deal, what kind of money are we talking about?
Maybe.
$50K?
Yeah.
Is it enough to pay like Red Panda for halftime?
We take for granted that we know people's contracts and that sort of breakdown, but that's strict. We know that stuff because that has to be reported due to the collective bargaining agreement that the players' unions have, right? So that what the Major League Baseball Players Association, right, wants to share as much as they can of financial information so that everybody knows it, so that they can ends up being, they think that that's an advantage to them and they're negotiating, right? And so as a result of that, if teams don't report that, you can always find it out from an MLBPA or MLBPA sources. But something like that, cash considerations, well, that's not something that the MLBPA, I don't think, necessarily is privy to. That's for the same reason that we didn't find out that it was reported last week that the Twins picked up Rocco Baldelli's contract for his option for 2026. When I heard that, I thought, well, of course they did. Like, you wouldn't want a manager going into 2025 as a lame duck. So I assumed that had happened before the season began. I'm not sure that we know when that actually happened, but the Twins didn't report it. They didn't mention that they had done that. And as a result, the news ended up coming out when they were just finishing being blown out by the Milwaukee Brewers. Everybody assumed it happened when the Twins were in the middle of this terrible losing streak after being blown out by the Milwaukee Brewers. I mean, I'm sure it happened long before that. I don't know whether it was, while they were in the middle of a 13-game win streak. I don't know if it was before the season started. I don't know when it happened. But the point is, they don't have to report that because there is no, union for major league managers, whereas there is for major league players.
Maxo, so Nikhil Alexander-Walker out the door.
Yes, sir.
So some of the minor pieces, right, like Luka Garza's going to Boston, Minot's out the door, Joe Ingles is back. Some of the minor pieces are shuffling in and out. But outside of Jan Beranger, the 18-year-old Frenchman, it looks like we're almost exactly running this thing back so far. What are we doing? Are you still expecting a big move or two, or are we just going to run it back again?
I would expect them to go out and get some type of veteran point guard. I still think that there's a giant glaring gap where the starting point guard should be. I don't think that should be Mike Conley this season. But yeah, you're pretty much right. I think Finchie's going to have to rely on all this young talent that we have, and guys like TSJ and Rob are probably going to get. You heard me, Sauce. The guys like TSJ and Rob are probably going to get in the rotation a little bit more. So I would imagine that, it doesn't seem, because they don't have a whole lot of cash to go out there and spend to get any like big splashy moves. But I would imagine that Tim Conley, just based off of past experience, that he's not done cooking up yet. So I would imagine that they're in the market for a point guard or something, because I think they only even have 2 roster spots open. So I would imagine, and I think Johnny Krasinski said a point guard and another big. So
he's a jerk.
We don't know who it is.
A lot of Wolves fans pretty bummed that Luka Garza's out the door.
Love
2-year
Luka Garza.
deal with
I didn't even know he was on the team.
Boston. Not that Luka.
Not that one. No, not that
He's like, in terms of popularity, he's like the white Nas Reed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did he play in the playoffs?
No, he didn't play at all.
No, the best moment he had is when
Seriously,
there was was it a technical foul, and they got to pick who they wanted. The other team got to pick who they wanted to shoot the free throws. and they called out Luka, and he was like, "What?" And then he drained both of them.
Well, that was
his
that
best
was
moment.
after the fight.
Yeah,
That was what, the fight with the Raptors, Pistons. Who was the fight with? Where they spilled into the crowd a little bit, and they.
Yeah, that was that.
I think it was the Pistons. Yeah,
Pistons. Yeah, that's right.
Man, he was such a good college basketball player.
Yeah.
Dominant.
Yeah.
He's the best Iowa men's basketball player of all time.
Yeah, Finchie mentioned that. He's like, basketball, the NBA is so good that the best Big Ten player is like the 15th guy on our bench.
Yeah, sometimes.
He's like the 2-time National Player of the Year.
Yeah,
like,
and
he was incredible.
He doesn't play. Yeah.
Nope.
He's a great dude.
He'll probably get some run in Boston, though.
Hopefully, yeah.
Boston's just cleaning house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that new
They're
CBA,
starting
man.
over.
You can't really have a
What?
dynasty in that new CBA.
You want him dead?
What?
I liked Luka. I don't want him dead.
I want him dead.
Wow.
I've always said that I'll be in Minnesota as long as they want me here.
Thank you,
Oh.
Luka.
Yeah. Luka.
See you, Luka.
I guess you just found out.
Yeah.
I didn't know you talk like that, Luka.
I've always said that I'll be in Minnesota as long as they want me here.
Yeah, well.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, sorry, Davey.
I think I'm hungry.
All right, we'll go get some food.
Yeah, go get something to eat.
Food in Boston, man.
What really matters is next scores and stats around the world of sports. Like I said, there's a million things to talk about, so we'll get through some of those.
Comeback.
And Sauce, I have video game news for you when we come back.
Oh,
as well.
hell yeah.
I don't believe I heard you correctly.
I have video game news for you when we come back. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Who needs headphones when you have glasses? Ray-Ban Meta Glasses, where style meets cutting-edge tech. With discreet open-ear speakers and built-in microphones, you can play your favorite tunes.
Hey, Meta, play hip-hop music.
And tune in to the world around you. But listening is just the beginning, because you can stay in the moment while your phone stays in your pocket, as Meta AI provides answers to questions on the fly.
Hey, Meta, what's the weather tonight?
Tonight will be clear with temperatures ranging from 50
Capture and share moments.
Hey, Meta, post this video on Instagram.
You can even get Meta AI to make recommendations based on what you're looking at.
Hey, Meta, what can I make for dinner with what's in the fridge?
You can make a delicious spinach and chicken salad or add the baby spinach to pasta with some garlic shrimp.
Cool.
Ray-Ban Meta Glasses. Choose from a variety of classic Ray-Ban frames, all with Meta AI at meta.com/AI-glasses. And don't forget to say, hey, Meta, play iHeartRadio to enjoy your favorite radio stations, artists, and podcasts on the iHeart app.
Elevate your 4th this year with $100 to Fireworks Forever. Check out our contest page for your chance to win a $100 Fireworks Forever gift card to stock up for the 4th. That's KFAN.com, keyword contest to enter today.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are. Johnny Bones is over there. Maxo's over here.
Bones is dancing.
Hey.
He likes to dance.
I'm going to be doing some dancing this weekend.
I believe it.
I believe you will.
Your social calendar is full. Here's more of what really matters.
From
the Gay Deceivers?
the movie Jaws, which is celebrating its 50th anniversary.
You know, I have one simple request, and that is to have sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
That was basically Jaws 3 and 4.
Hawk loved the third one.
Right, it was
So
should we put laser beams on their freaking heads?
Yep.
And then they did. Once Spielberg was out of the way.
Yep.
Scores and stats around the world of sports. Chris changes your life with something else. You ready?
That's what really matters.
I teased video game news, so that's what I'm going to deliver on, Sauce.
All right, neat. I'm listening.
For the first time since 2009, EA Sports is bringing back their college basketball game. It's going to be back in 2028, but they've announced that it is returning. This is kind of big, though. Check this out. NIL deals, I assume, are in the works, just like in college football, right? I'm sure it's the same thing. Predicted to be released in 2028 will include men's and women's college basketball teams.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
The original one was great. Or not the original, but the last couple of them were sweet, man. It was awesome. Yeah, I'll probably buy it, even though the college football one comes out in like a week. Did you pre-buy it, Hogs?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
You guys got sour on that pretty quickly, though. You loved it for about 2 weeks and then got sour on it.
Yeah, but they got the
high
school mode. Yeah, I'm
Oh.
excited about that. I mean,
Are they bringing this back just because women's college basketball has become such a thing now?
Don't know.
That would probably be more of a reason than the men's side, I feel like.
Right.
Yeah, the men's side has gotten very predictable and boring.
When what a good opportunity to expand their user base from overwhelmingly male, I would think.
Right.
To
maybe this works.
Right.
Sauce, the game debuted in 1998.
1998.
EA Sports College Basketball.
Yeah.
No, not the rapper, the game. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
It always makes me laugh that
College basketball, EA Sports.
Yeah.
1998. Who was on the cover?
Tim Duncan.
Nailed it.
Nice. Wow.
Tim Duncan.
Yep. Outstanding college.
Even though he was the first pick in 97.
Yeah.
They.
Oh my God.
The pick is in.
Oh my God. You have a blowout.
Oh my God.
You have poop splatter up your back.
That was a cartoon foghorn.
Oh my God.
I didn't hear anything. Did you guys hear something?
What really matters is this.
Laser stands for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation.
I learned it was an acronym on this show at some point, so I didn't know that when I was growing up, but I've known that for a while, but I would have never been able to tell you what you just said. I just knew it was an acronym for something.
Light amplification
Yep.
by stimulated emission of radiation.
Yep.
Wow.
Didn't we learn scuba's the same thing? Isn't scuba an acronym as well?
Yeah. It's
Sauce, tell me what it is.
smelly C words.
Oh my God.
Under
God.
big A's.
Hang on a second.
Wow. I mean, I'm not
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
I don't think I can
You sure
compete
it's
with
not the
what,
other one?
with what Spaghetti Butt over there said.
Why would you call me that?
Because if you're farting like that, you must have had spaghetti.
I did not.
The Minnesota Wild traded for Vladimir Tarasenko from Detroit. He had 11 goals and 22 assists. Now, again, 4 or 5 years ago, that dude was the real deal.
Well, yeah,
he was the man. He was on the cover. Speaking of video games, he was on the cover of like NHL 17 or 18.
Maybe. I mean, he was a badass. So we're getting him at a weird point in his career. He's played apparently for 5 teams since 2023, and I think he spent all of last year with Detroit. So the year before, did he get traded like 3 or 4 times? What's going on here? The story I read said 5th team since 23.
Wow.
He's getting ragdolled.
Oh.
Won a chip with the Panthers, though.
He, 2-time Cup champ, including the one with the Panthers. Vladimir Tarasenko is now a part of the Minnesota Wild. Strange.
I mean,
yeah.
Wow.
Big name. Just, did we get him too late? What really matters is this.
Okay. I don't believe that one. I'm not going to. I'm going to say it even though I don't believe it. You ready? This is from the internet. So you guys can believe it if you want. Essentially, all of us listening right now in modern society, like not people who live in the bush country, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Has appeared on YouTube, whether in the audience or in the background of something.
Wow.
You might not even know it.
That's incredible.
Interesting.
Gleaming the Geek new video channel, so I definitely have.
See?
Hey.
Where can you find that?
YouTube.com/@Gleaming and the Geek.
Would you say that was organic? I'd say that came up organic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was with what we were talking about.
The Minnesota Wild and Minnesota Frost agreed to a new naming rights deal. The XL Energy Center has been the XL Energy Center since 2000, and now it's going to be Grand Casino Arena starting September 3rd. A 14-year naming rights deal.
Oh, I didn't see that. 14 years.
14 years.
Yeah.
Wow. It's going to be weird not to call the XL Energy Center the X.
I wonder how long that holds. I think a lot of people are still going to call it the X just out of habit.
Yeah.
It's going to be like
the Grand C.
Wow.
It's like a reverse Twitter situation.
That's a terrible name.
We refuse to not call it the X.
Right.
I heard some people suggest the G spot.
That's not bad.
Who would say something like that?
You would.
Sauce, what's your nickname going to be?
Yeah, some friends of mine.
What's your nickname going to be for the new arena in St. Paul?
Probably the Scene Daddy.
The scene, Daddy?
Dob calls casinos scenes. So like the casino.
Well, you look
so
up
the
to
scene
him.
daddy. Yeah, I do.
He's your younger brother.
Yeah, but he's
cooler,
smarter than I am.
Smarter?
Yeah.
Faster?
Yeah.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
And do you think in a foot race he'd beat you?
He runs marathons.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's fast.
Right.
He's got endurance.
Yeah, he's fast.
I'll tell you what I'd run from any of these ladies on Say Yes to the Dress.
My God, you're that. Oh.
If you need a $20,000 wedding dress to marry me, you might as well run on down the road, lady.
You would say yes to all of them, though.
If it was my daughter, yes.
I'd
buy her a dress.
No,
but
I
if
mean
it was
like
somebody I was marrying. You don't need a $20,000 dress.
All the ladies
Sit
on
down
that
to your
show.
skivs, let's go.
You'd sleep with.
Yeah, but he's saying that would be the deal breaker to marry him. Is if you're requesting a $20K dress, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, let's get in the skivs and go to Vegas. You know what I mean? I want to see your butt slabs.
Your butt slabs.
That's right. You heard what I said?
You're horny today.
No, I'm not. I don't feel good.
Oh,
so yeah, I guess I still am.
What really matters is this.
Now, he distracted me.
I
in 1681, the last dodo bird died. Did you realize it was that long ago? I would have said 1800s.
Yeah, right around the time.
How do we even know they existed then?
Yeah.
There were no books then.
There were no books.
What about the Bible?
Oh.
Man.
No, I mean, that's a long time ago, though. I didn't know it was that long ago.
Yeah.
1681. Last dodo bird died. And we still know what they are. Pretty incredible. I bet there's a bunch of things that died and disappeared from existence we don't know about.
That's true. Like the dodo bird is like the face of extinction.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
Not for long. Welcome back, dodo bird.
Are they bringing it back?
Sure. It's on the list.
Is it really?
Yeah, they're getting to it.
Yeah, after they get to what? Saber-toothed tigers?
Oh, we're going woolly mammoth next. Let's go. We got the dire wolf back. Now we need the mammoth.
Dire wolf. That was the one, yeah.
You know what I say, though? If you guys don't mind, I don't mean to be rude. We've been fine without him.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
I don't think I've ever woke up in the morning and said, God, I wish I could see a dodo bird today.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know who really wants the woolly mammoth back is the Utah mammoth. Can you imagine if you go to a mammoth game and like outside the arena, outside of the G-spot in Utah?
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell their arena's named, you just go see a woolly mammoth. Maybe you get to pet them before you go into the arena and watch some hockey.
I can tell you who else really wants the woolly mammoth back. My weird Uncle Frank.
Why?
Because he likes having sex with furry animals.
Your mic's on. My God. You're unhinged.
Sauce.
Your weird Uncle Frank is a criminal.
You should have just pooped in the garbage can and gone home.
He's a sexual deviant.
Sauce when,
should be locked away.
He's a good guy, though.
When Chris said, you know who really wants the woolly mammoth back? My weird Uncle Frank. You go, why? Why do you think his weird Uncle Frank wants him back?
I don't know. I didn't think of it. I'm just...
It wasn't just my Uncle Frank really wants him back. Then maybe it's like, wow, is he an evolutionary biologist? Is he curious about... No, it's the weird Uncle Frank, which means he's going to do something weird to it.
Yeah, Annie Lennox.
He likes sleeping. He likes sleeping with furry animals.
Oh, they don't sleep.
He likes banging furry animals.
Oh, come on.
You made it crass. I'm saying that to myself. I have no business being here. I should be fired.
I guess Sauce and I walk into Abbott's office like right after the show, right? And Chad goes, wow, great job today. Paul's like, what? I did everything I'm supposed to do. He goes, Sauce, did you not? This happened, correct?
100%. Yeah.
Sauce goes, I did the sports and I got made fun of. What else do you want?
It's true.
And Chad goes, you're not wrong. I guess
the man knows his role.
Yeah. I'm here to get run over.
What else was I supposed to do? I got made fun of. I did all the scores. The show's over.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to tell you, I can't disagree with him.
No,
Yeah,
nailed
thank
it.
you.
Nailed it.
I'm here to be beat up.
More of what really matters after this on the Fan.
Who needs headphones when you have glasses? Ray-Ban Meta Glasses, where style meets cutting-edge tech. With discreet open-ear speakers and built-in microphones, you can play your favorite tunes.
Hey, Meta, play hip-hop music.
And tune in to the world around you. But listening is just the beginning, because you can stay in the moment while your phone stays in your pocket, as Meta AI provides answers to questions on the fly.
Hey, Meta, what's the weather tonight?
Tonight will be clear with temperatures ranging from 50
Capture and share moments.
Hey, Meta, post this video on Instagram.
You can even get Meta AI to make recommendations based on what you're looking at.
Hey, Meta, what can I make for dinner with what's in the fridge?
You can make a delicious spinach and chicken salad or add the baby spinach to pasta with some garlic shrimp.
Cool.
Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Choose from a variety of classic Ray-Ban frames, all with Meta AI at meta.com/AI-glasses. And don't forget to say, hey, Meta, play iHeartRadio to enjoy your favorite radio stations, artists, and podcasts on the iHeart app.
Fan.
Okay, 6:46. Here we go. Continuing with what really matters.
That's what really matters, right?
Wow, Rose.
The Wild did make a qualifying offer to Marco Rossi, making him a restricted free agent. I would argue in terms of the current roster for the Minnesota Wild, that's probably the most curious name is what is the long-term plan with Marco Rossi? Because a lot of Wild fans are a little curious on what the team thinks of him because it doesn't seem like they love him, but they don't want to let go of him. There were a whole bunch of trade rumors circulating. Maybe that's still, who knows? But they did give him a qualifying offer, making him a restricted free agent.
What's the GM's name for the Wild?
Bill Guerin.
Here's Bill Guerin talking yesterday to Dan Burrow.
What I want is for us to finish dead last.
Wow. Why would he come on the air and say that? God.
But it's refreshing.
That lady in Major League, you definitely would.
I feel like I might have.
Yeah, she's mean.
It's possible. What really matters, though, is this.
Yeah, I wonder, was she ever anything else? Does that face look familiar to you guys off the top of your head?
Yes.
It does, right?
Whoa, bonus.
Yes. Do you know what it is?
No.
I'll look it up.
Very attractive lady. Tilla, a man, not Tilla, a man escaped from a federal prison in Illinois after jumping over two 15-foot fences and then turned himself into the FBI 4 days later to show them his desalination invention. I wonder what that means.
Huh?
Hold on.
Desalination is what, to take the salt out of something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with jumping over a 15-foot fence twice?
I don't know. He escaped prison, but then I guess he came up with some invention 4 days later, and he wanted to turn himself in so he could tell people about his invention.
This guy's a mad scientist.
He did it so he could draw attention to his invention.
Oh.
A water desalination process that would enable mankind to purify water at a reasonable cost.
So he figured this out while he was in jail.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, first of all, that would be awesome. We could use the water.
So you're saying let him go free?
That was like a...
No, I didn't say that.
That was like a meat sauce thing. You said one, and then you stopped. You said first of all, and then you stopped after one.
Yeah, way to go, Ball.
Yeah, that's the second point.
Ball, yeah.
So he might save humanity, but John, what if I told you he killed 12 kids? Should we let him out?
No, I didn't say let him out.
Oh.
I just said let's use the invention. It's an important invention.
What are the chances that he truly came up with something that somebody else hadn't?
I didn't say, good. Not good.
Right. My guess is he didn't hit his head on a toilet seat and invent the flux capacitor.
That's probably, yeah.
You never know.
You never know, though. It's not 0%. There's definitely a chance he broke new ground while killing a lot of time in jail.
He's taking some risks. I'll say that for him. He's not afraid to put himself out there and be judged.
You got that right.
And it also, what if he's got a life sentence so there's nothing to lose, right? He's got to get attention. Because if you have a life sentence and then you come up with an invention like this that could save humanity or greatly improve humanity, you might yell at the warden every day and go, hold up your little sheet and go, I came up with this. This would work. And he's like, sure you did, Billy.
Yeah, relax.
I'm sure that your desalination machine is going to save humanity. Yep. No, but this is legit. Show it to somebody. Yeah. No, I'm going to. Yeah, right after lunch, buddy.
Yeah.
Right after lunch.
Wouldn't that warden feel dumb when it turns out that it does.
Well, no, he'd feel rich because he would take credit for it.
Yeah, correct.
That's what happened to Carl Lewis.
Happy birthday, Carl Lewis.
Happy birthday, Carl Lewis.
The untold story of Carl Lewis.
I saw it on 30 for 30.
Isn't that the worst national anthem of all time?
Yep.
One
Well,
of
one
them.
of them for sure.
Fergie's is really bad.
Yeah, Hawk liked that one. though.
Fergie's is
I like
probably
Fergie's.
worse just because of the visual.
Yeah, the visuals are real
I like
bad.
the visual.
They're laughing at her.
It's
Yeah,
one of the
that
funniest
sucks.
videos ever, though.
Man.
Yeah. Was that an all-star game?
Yeah.
Why does anybody sing that song? All
Right.
you have to do is
Because
lose.
we love America, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, Commie Corey.
Yeah, Commie Corey. Go to hell in a handbag.
In a handbag. The Dolphins traded cornerback Jalen Ramsey and tight end Jonnu Smith to Pittsburgh for three-time All-Pro safety Minka Fitzpatrick, who used to play for the Dolphins, but apparently didn't get along with Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's part of it. I guess Flores wanted him to move positions. He's like, I don't want to do that. Get me out of here.
Yeah, this is a rare player-for-player trade that you rarely see in the NFL.
He's 28. What really matters, though, is this.
Can I ask a follow-up question on the
follow-up?
Follow-up question. First is whether or not Sauce actually did research the owner of Cleveland in Major League, whether or not she was anything else. And the second is, was she also in The Secret of My Success? Was she?
She was in. The last thing she was in was in 1994. Okay. She was in.
That could have been. Yeah, no, she was in Secret of My Success. I guarantee you. That's the
is that her?
Michael J. Fox movie, right?
Right.
I bet that's her.
Yes, she was. She was Vera Prescott.
That's
Vera.
right. Aunt Vera.
Vera Prescott.
That's how I know her.
She does it well, and it's all she does.
What's that character's name?
Me?
Rourke.
Mrs. Prescott?
No, I know. What's her full name? Because I'm trying to remember the full name.
Vera Prescott.
You got it.
She was also in 9.5 Weeks. She was Molly.
No way.
Yep.
There we go.
See, I don't remember that, but I do
She was
know.
also in something called Dirty Bitch.
The secret of my success is I'm living 25 hours.
Night Ranger.
A day. Night Ranger, baby.
Yeah.
Na, 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 na. God, that's great.
That's a dumb movie, but it's fun.
Is it my turn or yours?
I don't know if
think it's
No,
yours.
she died in 2016.
Oh, rest in peace.
Well, she will be missed. What really matters is this.
That's a good point, Corey. Tommy Davidson, the comedian, was abandoned in the trash at 18 months old. He was rescued, and the lady who rescued him became his mom, his adoptive mom.
Wow.
My God.
Didn't know
Nuts.
that. No idea.
Man, he used to be super funny.
Yeah.
Kind of fell off the face of the earth.
Was he
His stepdad was James Harley, I guess.
of the Davidson clan?
Oh, no.
We are going to need to call social services.
Oh, no. Tommy, get out of there.
There's been a mistake.
A reverse Clayton Bigsby situation. The old reverse Clayton.
He's going to divorce his wife. That's the best part.
That's the best line in the whole.
That's the best part. He divorced his wife.
Oh, my God. Epic.
Just groundbreaking, man.
Yeah.
That's the first episode.
I know. Just groundbreaking.
On Conan's channel on Sirius last night, I was listening to Conan and Dave Chappelle. It must have been one of the first interviews that Dave did when he got back from Africa. Remember that huge deal when he disappeared and people didn't know where he was or why he went to Africa. It was after he turned on the $50 million deal with Comedy Central, and people were like, what is he doing? There were all those rumors that he lost his mind, right? And Dave had a joke to Conan like, this doesn't look like a mental institution. This looks like the beach, right? It was basically, he's on a beach in Africa having the time of his life, and he's hearing all these rumors that he's in a mental institution. He said he met all these great people in Africa, and one guy was like, what's bothering you, man? And Dave said something like, I don't know, people are saying this and that, and what is he doing? And he's lost his mind, and I turned down $50 million. Like, I don't know. Like I had to get out of there. Like I didn't like my deal. I didn't like what was going on. I had to get out of there. And this guy goes, Hey, man, that's, everybody's dealing with something. But just remember, I ate a dog today. So basically, get over yourself. I see Dave Chappelle said a nice little perspective reminder that this guy, whether he was kidding or not, literally ate a dog to survive. So you should probably stop complaining about all the stress of, I don't know, people don't know if they like my show and Hunter.
Wrestling with the existentials of being, nobody cares.
God. Chappelle's a genius. He's so good.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
The WNBA is adding 3 new teams over the next handful of years. Cleveland joins in 2028, Detroit in 2029, and Philly in 2030. So it'll be up to 18 teams total. I don't know if I knew this part. Did we discuss this and then just skip right over it at some point? But next season, 2 teams join the WNBA. An unnamed Portland team. They haven't announced the team yet. And the Toronto Tempo. That's a terrible name.
That's a terrible name. Hawk, what's the name of the Portland team?
The Portland...
Careful.
Pikachus?
Oh, I'm sure there's a copyright in there.
The licensing deal,
Yeah, they like it. They seem to like it.
All right, Sauce, you're here for comic relief, but you also like sports a lot.
I do.
John Bonus, Chris Hockey, Max Fuller.
Okay.
Will Sauce poker face it, right? Do your best poker face. We're going to try to read you. Now, Cleveland and Detroit have had WNBA teams in the past that either moved or failed, but they're bringing them back. They are considering bringing back the old names, but they haven't committed to the old names. Does Sauce know the former names of Cleveland and Detroit?
No, absolutely not.
You like sports? You're saying no. Max, yes or no?
I think he's got one, but not
Want me to do it?
two.
Want me to do it?
Marnie would probably get both. Chris, yes or no?
No.
Sauce. Cleveland and Detroit have previously had WNBA teams. Cleveland from 97 to 03, Detroit from 98 to 09. What were their names?
Man.
One of them you should get because they won multiple
I bet
titles.
they're not called the Man.
No, it was Cleveland. No, the Detroit team won all the titles, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They won like 3 or something? 3-ish?
Was it the Detroit? It wasn't the Dream. That's Atlanta, right?
Yep.
It was Detroit.
It was Detroit.
You're halfway there.
Come on, Bon Jovi.
Yeah, thanks. Brilliant. I couldn't think of it. I don't know.
All right, I'm going to get you the first letter, see if it helps. S.
Oh, the Detroit Spark?
You're on the right track.
It's the Los Angeles Sparks.
Detroit.
It's a similar word.
Spinners.
Wow. Detroit.
The second letter is H.
Oh, Detroit Shock.
There you go. Cleveland.
The Cleveland.
This was their logo.
Your mic's on. People, well, nobody can see you.
No, they can't see me.
That was actually it?
This was it. This was on their shirts. I have 3 hats that had this on it.
Of course you do.
I bet Chris could guess the Cleveland name before Sauce.
I used to put on the costume.
I believe you.
It was really weird. Then I go around like this. Chasing people.
My
you
God,
hit
you
your
just
head on the
hammered
microphone.
yourself.
Yeah, I did that too.
Oh. Cleveland.
Does anybody here remember it? You didn't look it up?
Maxo?
No, I actually don't know this one.
I do not.
The Dirty Lakes.
Cleveland.
Fire?
No.
Fire.
Rockers?
Yes!
Oh, whoa.
Rockers!
Hey. Wow, that was it.
Dude, that is the absolute right name, the Cleveland Rockers.
Good for you, Hobbs.
Wow.
Was it really?
Unbelievable, yeah.
And I'm not looking
True.
at anything. That doesn't- I mean,
That's
I
true.
Just, wow. Thank you, Jamie Farr.
Damn, dude. That was good.
Wow. Good for you, Hogs Daddy.
Went straight to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and just said, what about the Rockers?
I swear to you, the ghost of Jamie Farr came in here and whispered that in my ear.
Who's that?
She takes my money.
From MASH.
Oh, terrible show.
It is
Klinger.
Terrible. Just awful.
Yeah, MASH stinks.
Every episode is terrible.
By the way, he's still alive.
Jamie Farr's a guy?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who the hell?
You've never seen Ray?
Captain Klinger.
Marnie, they named both of the WNBA teams. They finally got there.
Show Marnie the logo.
Nope.
Of the Detroit team.
I can't remember. I forgot it.
Oh, well, put your hat on then.
I don't.
You have 3 of them.
I didn't see this news yet. It hadn't come out as of yesterday.
No, we were talking about, I asked them to see if they could name the former names of Detroit and Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
They eventually got there.
Yeah.
I knew Toronto
they got
Tempo.
the actual real names?
Yes, with some help. Okay.
Yeah.
Chris guessed it
I
without
just
help.
guessed, man. I got it.
You got the Cleveland name.
That's right.
It'll be 18.
The Rockers and the Shockers.
The Rock. Yep.
That's what Hawk said.
Yeah, I don't like Tempo. That one's a bad. Toronto Tempo is a bad
Oh, it's
name.
cool. Did you see the logo
No.
though? It's got like lines coming out of the T. So I don't know.
Hawk.
Disgusting.
Sorry. Letter T. Good morning. Good morning.
Disgusting, he says. Genius.
Don't make me poop this
Disgusting. Brilliant, Hawk.
The news is next. John Bonus is here. Marnie Gellner is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.